Frisbee.
The word loyal gets thrown around like a frisbee. We expect to catch it, to hold on to it. But we knew when we threw it at that person they were looking the other way, weren't ready to catch, weren't ready to send it soaring back.
Time is a healer and a hurter. The perfect time turns into not the right time at the tick of a hand, the bat of an eye. Moments sat waiting, the days feeling long within them but minute on reflection, a clock out the window, a lifetime in haste.
Somewhere, anywhere, our own little world. Two minds connected, the reception unwavered by other transmitters. But the line faded and we started to roam. Always wondering, always asking, questioning, imagining what life would be like, the house, the kids. A future so uncertain, the water dirty. A stream of consciousness and words left unsaid. Because what good are empty words typed out over 1,500 miles?
The same sun, the same planet, the faces, the memories, time, numbers, figures defining, basing judgment, prejudice, resentment and fate. Not enough time spent doing it, but not enough time to learn. No chances, no experience, the hope of a future burn. The ash flies away, the frisbee on the ground, in the grass, lost but not impossible to find. The separation of the reeds, the tiny telltale gap of the frisbee left behind.
The maps, the locations, the journey unknown, the faulty communication, too much time spent alone. A different time zone, my clock, mind, life, ticking to a different time. A different life, different goals. Is that you in the fog? The misty figure of a person emerging, the broken tiles wearing thin. Cracked mosaic, a picture unclean.
Why do you make it so hard to feel seen? Two eyes staring right at me but not really looking. Not knowing, not seeing the state of the frisbee. The way its cracks, chips, burned, frayed edges tint the streamline. Make it harder to fly, to throw, to catch. Bloody hands, torn shins, two veins left exposed. The scars that heal and those that don't. The language of my skin, the kaleidoscope of pinks and peaches. The hair on my head and that on my ankles. They say don't mind, but maybe that's it. The frisbee wasn't perfect, but your new kite is.
Reaches higher and soars, makes friends with the clouds. Your clouds, your friends, your family, the one in your head. The thunder rolling, a gentle hand. The kite brings the sunlight that cuts through the fog like butter, like cheese, like mozzarella, your favourite. The white of her skin, the beauty, the smiles.
The heaven, the bus stops, the rain pouring down, the umbrella broken, its purpose unserved. A bus, a sanctuary, the warmth and the rest. Pauses for a moment. Waits. Taunts. A glimmer of hope, the frisbee stirring. Cracks beneath the tyres and lives shattered on the road. Slipped from my hand, still cut and torn from before. The blood seeps into the fragments, the plastic bent and warped. The engine roars and the metal races on. More passengers, more places, where the rain won't seep through the fabric of the umbrella, which bats in the night.
Fly high, hang in the trees, a house built of wood. A chance encounter, a mate, no queries, no questions. Questions, always questions. No, just looks, really looks, gazes even. The rush, the safety, the frisbee picked up. A couple test throws and caught. Dropped only once, yet no contact with the ground. Shattering gravity, the odds. The statistic, the physics bent. Their throw isn't bad, gets better with practice. I don't catch it sometimes. A contract shattered on my end. The scales on balance. What did I expect?
The other kite flying above. Do I change the frisbee? What's wrong with the way we love? Too much, not enough. Same paradox as time. I don't throw well enough. The journey, the travel, unclear. Flies too high. The clouds consuming as before. It doesn't come down, doesn't hit the grass and bounce or roll or jolt. Just stays up there, mocking as we stare skywards. A limbo, an argument frozen in time. You can't play frisbee on the train, or the plane, the bus especially. Gets harder in the rain, but flies if you try. concept so simple, it's recognised everywhere.
The culture, the sea, the borders unharnessed. Catch, throw, catch. The sun now, the sky, no clouds in my cortex. No rain this time, only waves instead. The kind that lap and crash, nature's lullaby, soothing, becalming, seeping into my skin. The scars injected, the blood alive and fresh and clean. The Frisbee new here, inspected, alien. A different shade, a colour, a plastic they'd not seen before or touched. The passion ignited, feral and unharnessed, a distance, the barriers, invisible yet clear all at once. 1,500 miles times 10.
The return to the grass, the kite on the hill. So distant yet so present, in mirage, a blur. The Frisbee's back, yet I hold it a little tighter. I long for the tree house to sit there for hours, as though no one can catch me. But the architecture caved, the pile of wood mocks. An echo of what once was, the form it used to take. Lies broken and jagged, 10 million splinters in my skin. A darkness so thick that Frisbee's colours don't show through. Aren't seen, unnoticed and unaware. Don't care, don't want to know, it's all for the best. We tried to make it work, the fighting, the test.
What's so special about the Frisbee anyway? The game's boring. One object soars through the sky. Catch, throw, catch. Not as majestic as the kite or as exciting as juggling. As juggling, 3 objects much better than one, in brighter colours that soar higher and glint in the sun. Because everyone knows that juggling takes skill, yet the boy stands and does it, brave and confident on the hill. It isn't like kite flying, where the wind grips and takes control. No, the Frisbee mixes both. Focus, catch, focus, throw. A mixture of skill and reliance on nature's breath. Her kiss, her arms and her legs.
But does she want to play? Because the Frisbee doesn't fly unless one makes the choice. The decision. The panting, the blood in my ears and that streaming out my nose. So I pick it up, inspect it and hold it close. The game is about sharing. No ownership, no possession. I glance up. Faded. The fog dissipates and I wait. My wrist tilts and clenches a micro-acrobat. And with that, I make the decision. Catch. Throw.